Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to the show. Now, everyone has something that they are afraid of or fear. Some are common and others are just downright strange. From a fear of the color yellow or even the word, to a fear of chins. These 10 weird phobias are strangely real. 10 strange phobias. Number 1. Nomophobia. First on the list is nomophobia. This phobia is described as a feeling of anxiety or fear that stems from such things as being out of cell phone range, not having your cell phone charged, or not even being able to use it or simply misplacing it. It is believed that upwards of 50% of all cell phone users could be affected by nomophobia. Number 2. Spectreophobia. Spectreophobia is the fear of mirrors, one's own reflection, or the fear of seeing apparitions or ghosts being in the mirror, or even the fear of being watched through the mirror. I see you in there. I know you're watching me. The phobia tends to come from traumatic events involving mirrors, horror films, TV shows, or even one's own nightmares. Number 3. Alaqsa. This rare phobia, Alaqsa, is the fear of opinions. It is believed to be associated with encounters where the person affected is not able to express their own opinions or often has their opinions rejected. Visible in social situations where the person refuses to involve themselves in discussions and can also reflect a fear of confrontation. This often comes from a combination of external events and internal predispositions. Number 4. Xanthophobia. The fear of anything yellow is known as xanthophobia. This fear includes the sun, daffodils, and yellow paint, just to name a few. In the most aggressive forms of xanthophobia, people may even have an overwhelming fear of the word yellow itself. This is often related to chromophobia, which is the fear of colors, leukophobia, which is the fear of the color white, or melanophobia, which is the fear of the color black. I guess people with this fear will not be seeing the Minions movie anytime soon. Number 5. Coulrophobia. A rather common phobia is coulrophobia, or the fear of clowns. While usually more present in children, it is still common in adults. The scary clown is often used in popular culture. For example, the Joker in Batman, Stephen King's movie It, or Sweet Tooth from the video game Twisted Metal, for all you gamers out there, and even Ronald McDonald. Want to feel a little bit better about this phobia? Even some celebrities are afraid of clowns. For instance, Johnny Depp and Daniel Radcliffe are both very afraid of clowns. We all float down here. Number 6. Trypophobia. Trypophobia, or the fear of holes, not to be confused with the movie Holes, but if you're afraid of holes, that movie probably is not at the top of your to-do list. Now, it is not yet considered an official phobia, though tons of people suffer from it. It is said that people with trypophobia associate holes with danger. Examples of this fear are sponges, honeycombs, and tiny holes on the surface of strawberries or even wasp nests. People who suffer from this often experience symptoms that range from nausea, itchy skin, or even full-blown anxiety attacks. Number 7. Triskaidekaphobia. The number 13, not on my watch. I know, that was bad, guys. With all the superstitions surrounding the number 13, some have a fully fledged phobia to the number. It is closely associated with the fear of Friday the 13th, but that is a whole phobia in itself, and good luck trying to pronounce that one. People with this phobia try to avoid using or doing anything in relation to the number 13 at great lengths. Number 8. Hylophobia. Hylophobia involves the fear of wood, forest, or trees. It is often caused by exposure to fairy tales, films, or stories that include scary woods as a little tyke. Many people who suffer from this tend to not grow out of it. Any walk in the woods, a scenic setting, or even simply talking about or thinking about it can cause anxiety. Number 9. Neophobia. The literal fear of anything new, which I could see why, considering new is unknown, and the fear of the unknown is rather common. Although more common in the elderly, children also experience this. In the context of the kiddos, the term is generally used to indicate a tendency to reject unknown foods. But I don't want to eat it. Too bad. It's what's for dinner.
But Dad...
Things like a strong aversion or fear of new foods, places, or routines are some of the common characteristics of neophobia.
Number 10. Geniophobia.
Now, you may have a love-or-hate relationship with feet or prefer a certain style of nose or complexion, but there is a difference in what you find attractive and unattractive about yourself or others, or maybe even having a fear of said things. Geniophobia is one of those fears. It is a fear of chins. Not the fear of having a double chin, but the actual fear of looking at or touching the part of the body itself. Doesn't matter if it's yours or somebody else's. It looks like Jay Leno, or the chin, won't be appearing on the TVs of those who have this fear.
Bonus content. Number 11. Phobophobia.
If you are one who suffers from this phobia, then you probably didn't make it this far. But if you did, give yourself a big pat on the back, because we sure are proud of you. Phobophobia is the fear of, well, you guessed it, phobias, or the fear of developing one. It is basically the fear of fear. Now, fear is necessary for our survival. When we are threatened or sense a threat, our natural flight or fight response gets triggered. This is an automatic physiological response. If you already have an established phobia, it is said that you may have a greater risk of developing phobophobia as well. You may begin to dread not just the original trigger from a phobia you already have, but your own reaction to it as well. Given time, this can get worse and manifest into phobophobia itself. I myself have acrophobia, which is the fear of heights. What are some phobias that you guys have? Leave a comment below. I bet you're not alone. Well, thanks for watching. If you learned something new here today or have a phobia that I've listed, go ahead and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to keep up to date on all my new videos. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have a good one, you hear? Am I seeing things, or is there somebody watching me through that screen right there? Nah, man, you're seeing things. I'm not seeing things. They're right there. Look, there they are.